Becoming an entrepreneur doesn't start after you leave a job or when you sign for your LLC or any of these other physical things that you see. Really becoming an entrepreneur, that moment that you become one, is when you look internally and something shifts internally and deep down inside this is not right, and where you are supposed to be creating the life that you design, not by someone else's design. That's what I wrote on my way over here. And I wanted to share that because a lot of people, they believe entrepreneurship is this physical metric, this physical statistic, this physical realm. It's a part of this physical realm. Really, it happens in the inner realms. It happens within the mind. Okay? It's that shift. When are you going to tell yourself that you are sick and tired of being sick and tired? When are you going to tell yourself that you are meant for more? You are meant to create life how you want to create it. That is the shift that needs to happen. And in that shift, when that shift happens, that is when you turn on the entrepreneur mode. Okay. Now, yes, in this physical realms, there are different things that you need in order to become an entrepreneur or a successful entrepreneur, really. But the internal battle, that is the biggest one that you will be facing. The external battle is very easy. It's the same thing when I have clients and we're going one-on-ones with their health and what they can do to better their health naturally. I always say, listen, the physical aspect, what to eat, what to drink, when to sleep, these things that I can write down on a list, those can be accomplished very simplistically. I didn't say easy, I said simple. You can simply make a list of these things, of when to eat, what to eat, when to sleep. But that is the easy part. The hard part is, are you going to actually do it? Are you going to do it consistently? Are you going to do it confidently and intentionally, consciously? This is the complex part, because this is where a lot of your inner workings start to reveal itself on the path of entrepreneurship. And what I mean by that is a lot of your inner beliefs are going to come out when you go on this road of entrepreneurship. And when you go on the road of fatherhood, for those soon to be fathers or already are fathers. I say that because I am a father. But it's very similar. Okay? The inner workings will be revealed. What are your beliefs behind things? Where's your discipline at? What is the deeper reasoning behind the why you do things, the reason why you do them the way you do them? The inner workings. These are the things that are going to come up to the surface. These are the complex problems. Okay? Because when it comes to the emotional and the mental body, I don't experience them. You do. I don't live with lies in my head. I don't live with your trauma in my head. You do. And you guys don't live with the things in my head, and etc. Okay, so the emotional part is always the most complex. The physical part of entrepreneurship is never as complex as they make it seem. In fact, it's very simple if you break it down to yourself simplistically. The inner workings. This is what's going to really test you on the road. Okay? How you're able to take a loss. How you react from that. Is it embarrassment? Is it despair? Is it anger? Is it woe is me? Or is it how can I overcome this? Is it in stride? Okay? Are you taking your losses and grieving upon them and loathing in that failure? Or are you taking it in stride? Taking that hit on the chin and you're still walking? Ask yourself that. Okay? These inner workings, guys. This is the hard part of entrepreneurship. Okay? Because you don't have them revealed to you. You don't have all of these traumas and all of these beliefs revealed to you as much as you do when you hop on this road of entrepreneurship. Because at the end of the day, what entrepreneurship is you serving people. You serving the greater collective with a special talent or a special gift or a commodity or something that's needed for the greater good or for the greater population. It's not always good, but for the greater population. Okay? So in order to better service or even be put in a position to service them, there's a lot of inner working that needs to be done. Inner work. Okay, guys? Inner work. Without that inner work, entrepreneurship can be one failure after failure after failure. Lots of self-judgment, lots of self-destruction. Okay? So be mindful on what comes up when you are on this entrepreneurial journey. Is it a lack of hope? Are you narcissistic about things? Pessimistic about things? I mean, how do you view a loss? How do you view being backstabbed, being sued, how do you react to it? Okay, how do you react to it? This is what's going to determine the success that you have as an entrepreneur. The inner workings. Okay? When I first got into business, I knew that I wanted time freedom. I wanted freedom with my family, freedom for my son, with my son. Okay, because he was just born, so I had that chip on my shoulder. But I knew what I wanted. I knew why I wanted it. So I was able to go through these trials and tribulations and take it in stride. Some of them were debilitating at times, I'll admit. But I was able to take it in stride. Okay, loss after loss. I'm throwing 1,000 things at the wall, hoping one sticks. Not just hoping, but planning and executing on strategies so that one can stick. And that's all you really need is that one. So if you can remind yourself that, it's not about the 100 no's that you receive, it's about that one yes that can change the trajectory of your life, forever. And not just your life, but the lives of others. Because at the end of the day, that is what we're doing it for. Okay? So when I first got onto this journey, it was nice and easy for me to take that jump. What wasn't easy was a couple of the traumas that had surfaced, like the trust issues. And when I'm talking trust issues, this isn't me and a woman, me and my partner, me and my wife. This is trusts into other people with my property, my intellectual property, my creative property, my business property, my business finances, my business, you see what I mean? I had trust issues with that. Okay, so that led to a lot of self-sabotage. That led to a lot of persuading myself out of deals and out of potential partnerships and things like that, because of the lack of trust that I had in other people, because of not what they had done to me, but because what had happened to me prior. And I brought those feelings and I brought those beliefs in that mindset into entrepreneurship. And this is what happens if you don't work on those inner workings, how I was saying it, on those inner workings. You're not working on that. You're not aware of that before entrepreneurship. You will be aware of it. And if you don't decide to work on it, you don't decide to hire a coach, get a book, go to therapy, get a mentor, get a whatever it is, you don't decide to work on that, those will eat you up alive. And it will eat up your business because you are the lifeline to your business in the infancy stage. Okay? 100 years down the line, you as a CEO can get flicked off if you're not acting right and things aren't put together right. you know. But in the infancy of your business, you are the business. Okay, so working on your inner self is working on the business. You understand what I'm saying? It is just a reflection of you. It's not getting a lot of views. Well, maybe you don't want to be viewed. It's not getting a lot of sales. Well, maybe you inside don't believe you can get those sales, or don't believe that you'll treat those sales right when you get that money. Or believe that the government don't want me to have these sales because I'm spiritual, I'm this, I heal this, they want me silence. You know, these beliefs that you bring in are going to hinder you in your business. Okay, so working on yourself is working on the business. Working on your mental, working on your emotional, working on your spiritual, working on your financial. This is working on the business. It's not just profit and loss statements, X and O's, paperwork, sitting behind a computer, content, etc. A lot of entrepreneurs don't look inside, and they wonder why the outside is all tangled up, why the outside is crumbling. They're not looking inside. We are crumbling it from inside. You understand what I'm saying, family? So if I want you to take one thing away from this video, that is, do the inner work that is required to be not just an entrepreneur, but a successful and thriving and rich and wealthy entrepreneur. Whatever rich and wealthy and success looks like to you.